Hey everyone, Graham here. So I need to be completely honest with you, TD has just dropped a few credit card offers that make me question everything I thought I knew about the Canadian credit card system. For years, I've been that guy telling everyone to get Aeroplan points. Variable value points, amazing redemptions, business class to Europe for pennies on the dollar. You know the drill. But TD has released an offer on their first class travel card that's so ridiculously good, it's actually making me reconsider which TD card you should get right now. We're talking about 165,000 TD rewards points. That's not a typo, 165,000 points versus 45,000 Aeroplan points. And it actually even has a lower spending requirement, the same annual fee, but completely different value propositions. Now, before you think I've completely lost my mind, let me walk you through exactly why this comparison is more complicated than ever and why the obvious choice might not be so obvious anymore. One quick heads up before we dive in. If you decide either of these cards is right for you after watching this video, I'd really appreciate if you use my referral links in the description below to apply. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it helps support my channel so I can keep bringing you videos like this. The traditional wisdom. Let me start by acknowledging the elephant in the room. Traditionally, my advice has been simple. Get Aeroplan cards, variable value points, transfer partners, the ability to book business class flights for incredible value. It's been a no-brainer for anyone serious about maximizing their travel rewards. And honestly, that advice I gave is still fundamentally sound. Aeroplan points can deliver incredible value if you know how to use them. I've personally booked business class flights worth $8,000+ for 85,000 Aeroplan points. That's the kind of value that makes TD rewards look, well, not that exciting. But here's what's changed. TD has essentially said, fine, you think our points aren't valuable enough? Here's 3.7 times more of them. And that math is actually pretty compelling. The credit card breakdown. TD Aeroplan Visa Infinite card, the variable value champion. Let's start with the card that I know and love well. The current offer as of September 2025 gets you welcome bonus structure. 10,000 Aeroplan points when you make your first purchase, 15,000 Aeroplan points when you spend $7,500 on the card within 180 days, and 20,000 Aeroplan points as an anniversary bonus when you spend $12,000 within 12 months of owning the card. The total is up to 45,000 Aeroplan points. Its key benefits: no annual fee in the first year, and $139 every year after that, free first check bag for you and up to 8 travel companions, a Nexus application credit for up to $100, earn 1.5 Aeroplan points on Air Canada purchases, gas, groceries, and transit. Points never expire as long as you're a cardholder. The value proposition. Aeroplan points are tricky to put a value on. I always aim to get 2 cents per point or more in value when redeeming on flights, but experienced users regularly achieve even higher values. We're talking 3 to 4 cents per point for business class redemptions, sometimes even more. However, I'd wager the average user redeems them for much closer to 1 cent per point in value, as many don't have the time or skills to redeem their points optimally. TD First Class Visa Infinite card, the fixed value powerhouse. Now let's talk about the card that's making me question everything. TD just launched what they're calling the best ever bonus on this card. The welcome bonus structure: 20,000 TD reward points when you make your first purchase, 145,000 TD reward points when you spend $7,500 on the card within the first 180 days, and up to 10,000 bonus birthday points annually. The total is up to 165,000 TD reward points. The key benefits on the card: no annual fee for the first year and $139 every year after, $100 annual travel credit when booking through Expedia for TD, 4 complimentary airport lounge visits annually, and accelerated earning rates of up to 8 times per points when spending on Expedia for TD bookings. The value proposition. TD Rewards typically provides 0.23 to 0.4 cents per point in value, with the best redemptions at 0.5 cents per point through Expedia for TD redemptions. The math that's changing everything. Here's where things get interesting. Let's run some real numbers. Aeroplan math. 45,000 points at 1 cent per point, a conservative estimate, is worth $450 in value. 45,000 points at 2 cents per point, possible with work, is $900 in travel value. And 45,000 points at 4 cents per point is the optimistic business class redemption. That's $1,800 in value. The TD rewards math. 165,000 points at 0.5 cents per point is $825 in value, plus the $100 travel credit, $925 in total first year value, plus 4 lounge visits worth approximately 200 Canadian dollars. Your total first year value can be over 1,095 Canadian dollars. But here's the kicker. You also have to spend $4,500 less on the TD First Class card to unlock the welcome bonus. Get the TD Aeroplan Visa Infinite card if you're a points maximizer, if you're willing to spend extra time researching sweet spot redemptions and can consistently get 3 cents plus per point from Aeroplan points. If you fly Air Canada regularly, the checked bag benefit alone can save you $200 plus annually. You're targeting premium class redemptions. Business class to Europe for 55 to 75,000 points, that's where Aeroplan shines. Get the TD First Class Travel Visa Infinite if you want guaranteed value. No hunting for sweet spots, no worrying about devaluations, 0.5 cents per point every time on virtually all travel through the Expedia portal. You're a casual traveler. If you book 1 or 2 trips per year and just want your points to work without complexity, this is your card. You value convenience features. Those 4 lounge visits, the annual travel credit, plus a lower minimum spend requirement to unlock the full welcome bonus. You want the biggest upfront bonus. 165,000 points is simply massive even at a fixed value rate. The strategic angle. Here's what I think is really happening. TD is acknowledging that their fixed value program has been at a disadvantage, so they're competing on volume rather than per point value. And honestly, for most people, that's probably going to be the better deal. You're going to be needing to spend a lot of time on your Aeroplan redemptions if you want to get more than 2 cents per point in value. TD is saying, hey, we'll give you a ton more of the simple points to use. And there is something to be said for simplicity. With TD Rewards, you know exactly what you're getting, no devaluations, no award chart changes, no sorry, no availability, or it's an astronomical price. The risks and considerations. TD Reward risks. Fixed value means you're never going to get those amazing 4+ cent per point redemptions. You are limited to Expedia's inventory, though it is huge, and there are no transfer partners or alternative uses that offer any good value anyway. Aeroplan risks. Award availability can be limited, program devaluations are happening, and it requires more knowledge and effort to maximize. My honest recommendation. If you force me to choose right now in September 2025, I think I'd actually lean towards the TD First Class Visa travel card for most people. And that feels weird to say as someone who's been preaching variable value points for years. That 165,000 point bonus is just so massive that even at lower point values, it represents incredible value. Plus the additional benefits, lounge access, travel credit, higher earning rates, this makes it a really well-rounded card and offer. But, and this is important, if you're already deep in the Aeroplan ecosystem, if you have status with Aeroplan, if you're comfortable with the complexity of maximizing variable value points, then stick with Aeroplan. The reality check. Here's the bottom line. TD has made their first class travel card genuinely competitive with Aeroplan for the first time, at least in my mind. The 165,000 points bonus is massive, the spending requirement is more accessible, and for casual travelers, it probably just makes a lot more sense to get. If you plan to get either of these cards, I really appreciate you using the referral links in the description below to apply and help support my channel. Thanks for watching, and remember, the best points are the ones you will actually use. See you in the next video.